Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, it's Friday morning and ain't God good and won't he do it? Oh yes he will, oh yes he will. I know my listeners probably saying, Lee Craft, Lee Craft, Lee Craft. You say the same thing every morning. I'm gonna say Enoch, Ewok, Enoch. That means y'all sure know what to say. Look, today's show is about I am my own revival. You probably say, Lee Craft, what do you mean, Lee Craft? You're your own revival. Well, if you stay tuned in, you're going to find out what I had to revive myself. But before we get started, if you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com or go to Anchor, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, all those beautiful apps. Look for the animated black man, the white beard, smiling and profiling and finally realize y'all trying to size me up. Yeah, I am my own revival. Yeah, yesterday I was telling everybody about go out to St. James CME Church out there in Collierville. 569 Harris Street, Collierville, Tennessee, 38017. I told them everything, but guess what, y'all? I was wrong. I was wrong. I was there. I'm driving. I'm driving to the revival, right? You know, running a little bit behind. So I said, my wife, I said, why you going to the revival? I said, I'm going. I said, I'm not gonna make dinner, but I'm gonna get there towards Bible study. You know, to hear the service, the preacher do the sermon, and I'm driving through the neighborhood. I said, that's like Brother Fred Banks. I guess he's not playing the organ tonight. So I go around the corner, I drive to the church. I said, shoot, ain't nobody there. Ain't nobody there. And so I circle the block, you know, and then I give Fred a call. I said, Fred, so where you headed, man? I said, don't we have revival tonight? I said, Lee, no, it's virtual. I said, what? What you say? He said, virtual. I said, you got to be kidding me. I'm rushing and everything to get there, and ain't nobody there. I guess they're probably saying, you shouldn't have been there. You shouldn't have been there. But look, you know, I said I wasn't going to tell nobody, but I can't keep it. Like I said, these things happen. You know, I looked at the program. Brother Charles Gathering sent it to me, and I'm thinking it's going to be a revival at St. James. So I was going to join in the festivities because I ain't nothing like a good revival. It's good for your mind, your body, and your spirit. But be mindful. No matter what you're going through, I can guarantee you one thing. It's going to be okay as long as you make God a part of your life. That's the what if guarantee. What if? What if I didn't make this kind of mistake? I've been there. I've been singing, clapping, and telling God thank you. But I still can't tell God thank you. Like I said, because that ride, like I said, it was therapeutic. You know, like I said, I was looking to hear some good preaching, you know, and some good teaching, you know, because I love to revive my spirit, and I still am, you know, even though when I talked to Brother Fred, we were just laughing. I said, Fred, man, I said, I don't know how I got it wrong, Fred. He said, Lee, man, yes, it's virtual. So I called my brother to my brother about it. He said, look at it, it's on the program. It didn't say anything for it being virtual. So I made a mistake. I was just thinking that when I heard from Charles that it was going to be at St. James. So, and Fred just laughed. I said, Fred, man, I said, I don't drink, Fred. I'm sober, Fred. I make a mistake. I guess if I start drinking, I'll be good. I won't make no mistakes. He started laughing. He's on the way taking the wife to out to eat for her birthday and everything. I said, tell Miss Banks happy birthday. You know, but like I said, good people, we all are human, right? And like I said, sometimes a mistake really isn't a mistake, especially when you're trying to do God's work or trying to hear God's word. And I heard God's word. You know, Lee Craft, you okay? It's not. It's all about your motive. Your motive. So my motive was good, and Fred still laughing and stuff. I said, Fred, man, I said, my children in life, Fred, I mess up everything, Fred. I can't read. I can't see. Fred said his wife was in the car with him, and also one head. That's him laying on one eye. Look, that's how I am. Like I said, I laugh at some mistakes that I make because, like I said, it's therapeutic for me to get over those certain things. So I'm saying the same thing that you got. If you make mistakes, it's gonna be okay. It wouldn't be life if you didn't make mistakes. You learn from it and just build from there. So So I told my wife, I said, baby, I said, I guess it's a good thing I don't have many followers because they've been mad at me. They've been mad at me. Lee Craft, Lee Craft, Lee Craft, Lee Craft. I'm going to say, what do y'all want from me? You know, and Fred said, no matter what you're going through, I can guarantee you one thing, Lee Craft, it's going to be okay as long as you make God a part of your life. That's what it guarantees. I said, hold on, Fred. You got to say it with some enthusiasm. We just laugh. We just laugh. Yeah, we just laugh. So, like I said, people, that's it for me for today's show. Like I said, I am the revival. You are the revival. So find what you need to revive your soul, your mind, and your spirit, and go from there. So, like I said, whatever you do that's wrong, it can be corrected because nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. So, with that being said, Lee Craft, this is my podcast. What if you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com. One band, one sound. Together, we got an opportunity to turn this whole world around. But in order to have a real conversation, you got to have real people if you want to have a real conversation. Have a blessed day, and please find time and make time to tell God